Hey guys, Sophia here with turquoisetoffee.wordpress.com, and I'm back with another video. Today, we're talking about the 2022 IFBB Pro League, Lenda Savannah Pro, all the women's events. So there's Bikini, Women's Physique, and Women's Bodybuilding, as well as Masters. So a huge show, so many amazing competitors, and we've got a lot coming up for the rest of the month of September. We've got the Battle of the Bodies that just happened, and then this weekend we've got the Arnold UK and the San Antonio. So make sure you subscribe. You don't want to miss those recaps. Okay, so in terms of Olympia, this is considered tier 4. Winner qualifies, 2nd through 5th receive the points there at the bottom, and then at the end of the qualification period, the top 3 in all of these open divisions, not the Masters, get to go to Olympia. So starting with Pro Women's Bodybuilding Open. In first place, Asha. Second, Christina. Third, Isabel. Fourth, Sheena. And fifth, Eva. Okay, so here's Eva. Man, she looks amazing. I love her legs. Super awesome shape. I think she's got a really fabulous sweep. I like how much size she has on the inside of her leg too. So she's just got roundness on the outside and on the inside, and really nice definition coming through on the quads. She's got fabulous abs, really great six-pack showing, nice V-taper, and beautiful arms. Like, I just think she's so aesthetically pleasing. Beautiful posing. I like all the black hair, the black suit. She looks fabulous. I just think she looks really tremendous. Really, really good. Okay, Sheena in 4th place. Oh, she's amazing. She has amazing legs as well, also with really nice detail and definition coming through in the quads. I wish that there was more like six-pack all the way from top to bottom. She seems to lack some of the definition right at the very bottom underneath her belly button. And she's super lean and a totally flat stomach, but it's like just that line doesn't come through. I think her legs look more defined than her arms. That's so bizarre to say, but like you can see a little bit more detail than you can see in her upper body. I don't know why that is. But even despite that, I still think she's absolutely incredible. I think she has an amazing shape. She is so dominating on the stage. You can't help but look at her. She's got the most gorgeous smile. She's super pretty. She's got this feminine hair. Like she's just lovely. And I love the color of the suit, all of it. The one thing that I did notice though is I'm not crazy about how low her suit bottoms are. And that's something that I've actually noticed on a few of the competitors, so we'll mention it again in the lineup photo. But overall, I think she's really incredible and she's got an amazing X-frame. Okay, Isabel in 3rd place, fabulous. There's those abs. I love how deep and defined the full six-pack is. Really good shape, particularly on these sides by the obliques. Just amazing. She's got really nice shape in her legs. Beautiful detail in the quads. Maybe not as like shredded looking as some of the others, but still a nice amount of definition. You got the big beautiful teardrop shapes. Really nice. And then she's got a tiny waist and it goes right to her lats like immediately. I think what helps is how high she has her suit bottoms. I really like that. I think it does a great job of making the V-taper just like extreme because it goes from lat to just a tiny bit of body and then right back out into the hips. So I love it. So fabulous lats, great full looking arms. I think her biceps look like they're bursting. Beautiful hair and makeup. She just looks extremely pretty and she just looks gorgeous. I love it. I think she looks really great. Wouldn't have mind a little bit more of that definition coming through just to be a bit more crazy looking, but overall I think she did an amazing job. All right, Christina in 2nd place. Fabulous legs. I'm loving all of these legs. She's got some crazy detail coming through on the inside of her legs, which looks so cool. Beautiful detail. She's got almost like a softness. Like they just look really lovely, really full, really round, beautiful shape. Great six-pack, amazing lats. So her V-taper is really big. And I like that her lats, the way that she's posing, it's really like stretched. So she looks super big, great X frame from top to bottom. Really lovely. I'm not crazy about whatever is happening with the suit. I think it's like it almost looks like the hem is rolled. It's to me it's just a bit distracting, but I do love how close together the triangles are on her top. I think that allows you to really see her lats, and it makes her V-taper look even better. So she looks amazing. A fabulous second. But now in first place is Asha, and she really nails it. So we've got the six pack. Wow. Super defined, really easy to see. It's like it's drawn on, so perfectly symmetrical. You've got crazy, super defined legs too. Like you really see the deepness in the grooves in the quads. The gloss is in the perfect spot to really make them look full and shiny and glistening. She's got a nice V-taper. Her lats have a beautiful curve to them. Nice small waist, really tight. She just looks really tight overall. Like all of her muscles are right there on the surface. Sorry. Now, I don't think she's the largest women's bodybuilder on this stage, but she just has beautiful proportions and fabulous symmetry. Like those abs are so perfect. I think the fit of her suit is pretty good. I wouldn't mind if the hips were a little higher myself, but the color is amazing. Love the turquoise, and her posing is really flattering. So love it. Okay, so here's everybody side by side. Everybody's incredible. We've got amazing legs, really good conditioning, some fantastic abs. I think everybody has their hair really nice. Like everybody's a little bit different colors. It's really cool. I love seeing this. But here's where I think the suit bottoms make a big difference. Like, do you see what I mean about Sheena's are maybe too low? Like it's cutting her off right at the top of her legs. Isabel's have a little bit more height, and it makes her legs look longer and her waist look smaller. Christina, I still think that fold is a little bit distracting, and I do feel like the front of her suit is too much. I really like Eva's, how it's got the triangle shape. So everybody's got a little bit different, but certainly the cut makes a difference in how your V-taper appears at the end of the day. And now from behind, everybody's fit is a little different too, and I think it does make a big difference on the shape of the glute. So I think Isabel's suit has too much fabric compared to everybody else. It hides a little too much of the beautiful shape of the inside part of her glute. I think Asha, you really see the full shape, and because they go up so high, you get a really nice roundness on the top. I think both Christina and Eva, theirs have a more like triangle. It's a straight line across the top and then an angle here. And I think it makes you notice more like a rectangular shape of the glute. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like a straight line and then an angle. And so I'm noticing more like a rectangle. Whereas with Asha and even Sheena, because the cut makes your eye travel more in a round circle. Let me know in the comments if you guys think that I am absolutely out to lunch and totally crazy, but I do think it makes a difference in the shape of the glute. And glutes are so important. But besides all of that, in terms of the physique, I do think Asha is quite stand out because of how small her waist is, how beautifully defined the muscles are in her back, particularly this triangular portion here. Just looks so good. Great delts. Oh man. And her glutes look awesome. Really round, really full, nice gloss, great definition in the back of her legs. And then, like I said before, beautiful proportions. She's really got a nice balance. So, amazing. Top 5. In terms of Olympia, Asha is qualified. Christina has 4, Isabel has 3, Sheena has 14, and Eva has 1. Okay, so looking at the masters now, over 40, we've got Jessica in 1st, Janine in 2nd, Michelle in 3rd, Cheryl in 4th, and Amy in 5th. So here's Amy. Amazing. She looks awesome. She's got fabulous quads, really nice size to the legs, beautiful sweep. She's got a great amount of conditioning really showing in her upper body. Like her biceps are so striated. She's got so much graininess. She looks fabulous. I love the curly hair. I love her black suit. It's got lots of coverage, but it's still showing off her beautiful lats and giving her a really nice V-taper. So I think she looked really good. A little more conditioning in the legs would have been nice to show off even more of the detail of the quads. And maybe she could have a little bit more size in her calves. What do you think? I don't know. Overall, I think she looked really good. All right, Cheryl in fourth. Incredible. Those legs are fabulous. I love the conditioning. I love the detail. You can even see at the Tampa Pro, that's her thing. Her legs are unreal. She's got a super small waist, nice V-taper, though I do think she could have more size to her lats. And then she's got a very pleasant upper body, really nice shape in the biceps. She could have a little bit more size in the shoulders too, I think. But overall, she's got a really great silhouette. Now, one thing I did notice that's throwing me off a little bit is there seems to be a kind of a crookedness here in the way that her suit is fitting. So I wonder if that's just something she could adjust or if that's just, it is what it is. But either way, I think she looks really amazing. I like the color of her lips. I think her hair is perfect. She looks awesome. All right, Michelle in third place. Love it. I love this rich purple shiny suit. I love the cut of her bottoms. They go up really high, which I like, way up by the belly button. She's got amazing legs. Like, look at the feathering in those quads. That is so cool. Looks awesome. She's got a really nice X frame, a great shape, good obliques, great lats. Like, just overall, top to bottom, I think she's super impressive. I would love if she could somehow get a little bit more definition to come through on her abs, but otherwise, I think she's amazing. Okay, Janine in second, love it. So her posing is awesome. She's doing a great job of really highlighting the X in the X frame. Really good width up top. Nice narrow waist, and then good width out in the bottom too. And then her conditioning is really good. You see some feathering in the quads. You're still getting a nice round full shape in the legs. A nice amount of detail coming through on the abs, though again, I wouldn't mind if she could get a little bit more of the six-pack to really show through on the lower part of the abs. She has amazing lats and really big arms. I love it. I think she looks fantastic, and I love the purple suit. Again, with the fit, I wouldn't mind if it came a little higher up on the hips, so it's a little bit less, low. But overall, I still think she looks really, really amazing. All right, Jessica in first place. Fabulous. So she's got this awesome suit and with the really high bottoms, which I think look really good. I do wish that her suit was a little bit closer to the middle rather than so far to the sides, because I think we'd see the lats a little bit better. But otherwise, the color is amazing. And man, my gosh, her conditioning is next level. Like, check out all the vascularity, check out all the detail in her legs. You've got nicely defined obliques, you've got six-pack showing through, and her arms are super cut and ripped too. So the conditioning is right from top to bottom. She's posing great. Her skin tone looks awesome, nice and tight, good color. So I think she really nailed it, but that conditioning makes her stand out for sure. All right, so everybody side by side. Yep, you're drawn to Jessica. She's got such an amazing V-taper. I think Michelle beside her, the legs really stand out because of that feathering. I think Janine on the other side of her stands out because of her lats. But mostly Jessica has kind of that shape and the conditioning that make her stand out. And from behind, Jessica has some pretty sensational glutes. Cheryl's glutes are super striated, but I think she's missing a little bit of width in her lats from behind, whereas Jessica has amazing glutes and the lats are a nice balance with them, so she's got a good shape overall. But wow, this was an impressive Masters division. Okay, moving on to Pro Women's Physique. In first place, Winsome. Second, Pamela. Third, Alex. Fourth, Whitney. And fifth, Tanya. So Tanya in fifth, Love her suit, love the cut of the bottoms, love how bright they are. They're different, they're unique, they're super eye-catching. Everything about her suit is really awesome. I think her posing is beautiful. She looks super symmetrical. Her shoulders are totally in line. You've got a really nice V-taper. Her waist is so small. Her torso just seems to just be so smooth and flat, and then great curve in her legs. I think she really nailed it. She looks really fantastic. I wouldn't mind if there was a bit more roundness on the top of her shoulders, just to kind of like create that really exaggerated round shape to match the lats. But wow, she looks really good. Okay, Whitney in 4th place. Love it. I love her posing. I love how far she's sticking out her leg to the side. I think it creates the perfect balanced shape with her upper body. If her leg was more close to the other leg, I don't think it would be as balanced, but simply by having her foot sticking out far, it gives her such a great shape, and I love it. Her suit is a lovely color. I love the black stripes coming through, but I'm not crazy about how straight it is fitting. I think it needs to have more of a triangular shape. I am really on the suits today, hey? But beyond that, I still think she looks amazing. Great lines and detail coming through on the quads. I wouldn't mind if it was a little bit sharper, honestly, but you got a really good beginning of, you're really seeing the beginnings of some fabulous outlining of the quads, amazing abs, and I love how short the torso is. It goes from these amazing, super broad, really wide upper body, incredible lats, to this tiny waist that's like, boop, boop, right back out into her amazing lower body. So I love it. I think she's got a fabulous shape, beautiful makeup, great posing. Okay, Alex in 3rd. My gosh, even in this picture, you can just see so much personality coming through with her earrings, with her hair, with the one arm up and the other arm on her hip. Like, she just looks so fun, and her physique is amazing. I love her abs. I love her quads. I love all of this detail. Good grief. Fantastic conditioning. Her shoulders look good. She's really broad up top. The lats look amazing. And with this little twist in her pose, it really highlights how small her waist is. So I think she's doing a really fantastic job. It's maybe not showing the X quite symmetrically because she's highlighting more this side of her body, but it's just a photograph, and I'm sure a moment later she shows the other side too. So overall, I think she looks really good, and I love this turquoise blue. I think it really pops, and you really see her whole physique in front of that backdrop. So a very good choice. She looks beautiful. Okay, Pamela in 2nd. Love it. I love the suit. I love how high it goes up by her belly button and the triangular shape here. I love her conditioning. You're seeing a beautiful amount of outline in all of those quad muscles, and I love this line coming right up her hip. Like, awesome. She's got detail in her calf muscles. Her abs look nice and flat. A little bit more definition in the six-pack itself would be nice, but I do really like how she's spreading the lats and really stretching. The way she's posing, she's kind of got her hip, the one hip out and the one hip back, and I think it makes the waist look super tiny right here, and you get a nice view of this glute and then so much lat. Really good. The color of the suit is perfect with her lipstick. I think she's posing her upper body beautifully, and she's got great conditioning. Aside from those abs, which I wish could be a little more defined, I think she's got really beautiful definition in her upper body. So a really good 2nd place for her. Okay, now Winsome in 1st place. I love it. I think she has everything, and I think what makes her stand out is how flat facing the front she is. There's no twisting, there's no bending, there's no stretching, there's no asymmetry. She is the perfect X. She's got the big lats, the big shoulders, bulging biceps, tiny waist, and huge round legs. And the way she's standing, you cannot help but notice how perfectly symmetrical her frame is and the beautiful balance between top to bottom. So I think her posing is right on the money. Her suit is amazing. It reminds me of rainbow sherbet ice cream. It is so colorful and vibrant and lovely. Her makeup is perfect. Her jewelry is awesome. She's got fabulous conditioning. So you're seeing all kinds of detail in the legs. The abs are showing. The obliques are cut. The lines in her arms look really well defined. You see all the different shapes, and those lats are just lovely. So overall, I think she really nailed it. And she stands out to me in the lineup for sure. Okay, so here's everybody side by side. Honestly, Winsome and Tanya have something in the way that they're posing, just super simple, straight, one leg out. I think Tanya could put this leg a little further to the side to create even more of that X shape. Not to say that I don't like the other posing, because I do, but there's something special about just standing straight on and showing that X frame. I think all of these women have amazing quads and really nice conditioning in the legs in particular, but Winsome is really showing off the small waist and the beautiful balance and symmetry. And from behind, my gosh, the waists on all of these women are so tiny. Winsome, really, all of her muscles are so close to her strap. It's like she's got this super small waist and the lats are so big that they're like coming down into the waist area. Everybody looks really good. I think Tanya has some great definition in her back. Same with Alex. Whitney has some beautiful size, but maybe lacking a little bit of the definition in the bottom of the glutes and the tie-in area. Pamela's glutes are unreal, super lean, so much detail in her hamstrings. Winsome just looks really round and full, and she's got great sweep to her quads. So this was awesome. Okay, in terms of Olympia, Winsome is qualified. Pamela has 8, Alex has 9, Whitney has 2, and Tanya has 1. Okay, Masters, Women's Physique. In first place, Tanya. Second, Suzanne. Third, Anne. Fourth, Amy. And fifth, Natalie. So here's Natalie. We've seen her plenty of times before in open. She's doing amazing. She's got great abs, super consistent with her conditioning. Her legs always have great detail, always have feathering. Her lat spread is always really impressive. She poses great, really just simple, exactly what you need to see. The X frame, beautiful biceps. Her biceps are like perfectly outlined too, which I think looks really good. Nice lats, beautiful flat stomach. She just looks really great. I would do a little bit more color in the lip just to kind of break up all of the goldeny, bronzy tones. But otherwise, man, she is really, really something else. Fantastic. Amy in fourth place. Wow. So I'm super drawn to her upper body. Her lats are fantastic. Really big shoulders as well. I think she's posing in a way that's really flattering to the upper body, although I'm missing some of the lower body to match it. So I think either she needs to kind of like relax the arms a bit, maybe a little bit more like she was doing here, or try to get the legs to look even bigger by sticking the leg out a little bit more, being up on the toe, something. I find the balance is a little bit favoring her upper body. The other thing that I noticed is the fingers. I think if she could just relax those fingers, it might not draw my eyes so much to the upper body. Now, with that said, she still has an amazing shape. She's got absolutely fantastic V-taper, really a lot of width, and you follow the elbow to the lat right to this really small waist and then back out to these great legs. And I love how much curve she has on the inside of her legs. That's super impressive. She's got nice conditioning, a little bit of abs showing through. I think overall she looks great. And I love the blue suit on her. I think that's the best one. Okay, Anne in third place, fabulous. Beautiful lats. They're so full and great legs. She's got a lot of size, a nice sweep. Although I do feel like in the way that she's posing, there's almost like maybe too much bend in this knee, and it's making, instead of me noticing the roundness in this quad, it's kind of straightening the leg. So I think she could maybe play around with that a little bit. I still want her to show off the roundness in this quad, but without losing the roundness in this one, if that makes sense. I think her abs look amazing, so flat, nice definition, and her lats, like I said, are really good. I love the amount of size she has. She's got a beautifully developed upper body. Another sensational suit, beautiful color. She looks really good. All right, Suzanne in second. Amazing. Great legs, and her conditioning, she really leveled up from the Tampa. Like, check out how much more detail you're seeing. You got this line coming up the inside of her leg. You don't even have that on this picture. You've got a little bit of striations coming through. You've got way more detail on both of the legs. Her abs looked great in both pictures, to be fair, but man, those legs, she really stepped it up a notch. Her upper body looks more tight too. I think you're seeing even better outlining of the biceps. She looks really good. Great shape, but the conditioning, fantastic. She did a really good job. The purple suit is lovely. Maybe it could come up a little higher, like I've been saying over and over, but still, it's a great color. And then Tanya, who we've already seen in first place. So here's everyone side by side. What a sensational top five. I'm really noticing Suzanne with that amazing conditioning. But what stands out about Tanya to me is her beautifully tiny waist, and her posing really flatters that X shape, right? It really does. You see both of the lats perfectly symmetrical, and then that small waist and the nice legs looks just amazing. From behind, wow. Tanya, I think, has really good three-dimensional quality to all of these muscles in her back. So her waist is super small, really smooth, nice glutes. They're large, they're firm, they're squared off almost. You've got a little bit of that triangular glute ham tie-in showing and a little bit of striations. So she looks lean. She looks really, really athletic and just a gorgeous shape overall. Okay, moving on to bikini. This is the open category. So in first place, Ivana, second, Jessica, third, Jody, fourth, Erin, and fifth, Maria. So Maria in fifth place looks really beautiful, super relaxed, almost casual in a way. She's just like gorgeously standing there showcasing her amazing bikini physique. She looks amazing. I love the way she's posing her legs. I think it's a really nice shape showing through on her glute. Her hand is enough distance away from her glute that we're still seeing the glute. It's not covering it. However, I do think she could be a little bit more deliberate in the way she poses her upper body. I think if she kind of puffed up a little bit more, filled the rib cage, spread the lat just a little bit, opened up the shoulders, and really got this upper body to look more pumped up and full and deliberate, I think she would match the way that the other girls are posing in the top five just a little bit better. In terms of her physique, though, I think she looks really incredible. She's got a gorgeous amount of size in her delts and a nice curve in the arms as well. So she's got great balance in the arms, beautiful triceps, nice lats, super small waist, and a great oblique. And her conditioning is lovely. It's not too much. It's got enough definition coming through without being overly hard. So I think she did a fabulous job. Okay, Erin in fourth place, she's posing a little bit more deliberately in the upper body. Do you see what I mean when I say that? There's just a little bit more of this pumping up, even just with the ribs being open a little bit more. She's got a great glute, really nice size. It lines up really well with the shoulder. I think she's got really good balance from top to bottom. Again, nice conditioning. You've got detail in the abs and the oblique and that little bit of a line coming through, but nothing crazy in terms of too much conditioning in the legs, too much size in the legs. She's just got a really nice overall shape. I think the red suit is lovely with her dark hair and the red lips. It looks perfect. She's got actually really nice makeup. Maybe this hand could go a little bit higher so the elbow sticks out just a little bit more, but otherwise, I think she looks really good. And I love how up on the toe she is. It's like she's just floating across the stage. So beautiful. Okay, Jody, another top 5 place for Jody, running out of room. She's doing amazing, really dominating the points for sure. She's got fabulous definition, a little bit harder than the other 2 athletes we've seen so far. You get a little bit more definition coming through in her quad, in her hip. One thing that I do notice with Jody, sometimes she seems to be a little bit angled. So this shoulder comes across as higher than that shoulder. And sometimes she isn't, like right here. She's perfectly straight across. So I think it's either a matter of when the picture is being taken or just sometimes she kind of hits the pose a little differently than others. But I definitely prefer when she can get the shoulders aligned up a little bit more. I think it is more flattering to the shape, makes her look taller and longer, and really makes that hourglass shape stand out. But let's zoom in a little bit. I think she has an amazing hamstring, really great shape to her glute. And like I said, her conditioning is nice. It's a little harder than some of the others, but really quite gorgeous. Super small waist, great S curve. Fantastic. Okay, Jessica, I am so impressed by. I know she's not quite in the pose in this photo, but my goodness, her legs look amazing. I love her glute. It's got such a great shape. And look at the crazy curves she's got going here. So we've got awesome delts, particularly from behind. Her delts look amazing in her back pose. Beautiful lats, really small waist with lots of good detail in her abs. And then her glutes like start at the top of her suit and just go and go and go and go and go and go. And then a great curve and beautiful hamstrings. Like, I really like Jessica's shape. I think she looks fantastic. She's got an athletic look, a little harder, beautiful lines, great shape overall. I love it. And this suit is so glamorous. It's really dark and luxurious, and I love the color with the whiteness in her makeup and her hair. She's just amazing. All right, Ivana, first place. Again, another top 5 for her. She is so incredible. There's not too much to say. In terms of consistency, she really nails it. She looks very similar show to show to show. So she's really good at keeping that conditioning. I did notice that maybe there's a little bit more striation coming through, just a tiny bit more leanness on the shoulder than you see sometimes. But then again, she does seem to have some pretty lean shoulders. Beautiful shape to this delt. The way that she poses is quite nice. She does hold her arm out a little more than some of the others, but it still looks really lovely, and it's not in that, they don't want you to bend. She's not bending. It looks beautiful. Super small waist, great posing overall. And I noticed the earrings too. They look really nice. So here's a little bit more zoomed in. You can see those beautiful shoulders, like I mentioned, really nice round shape. Great posing. I think she's got her hand in the perfect spot here, right by the belly button. Her legs look beautiful, great conditioning, a little bit of definition, but nothing crazy. So she did it again. She looks awesome. So everybody side by side, I'm telling you, I'm drawn to Jessica. I think she did an amazing job. Super small waist, and her glutes look fabulous. I love how high and round they are. When I look at Erin beside her, I feel like Erin could have a little bit more size right in here compared to Jessica. Jody, I think, has a really beautiful shape. And same with Maria, really nice, full and round. But everybody, I think, looks really good. But Jessica stands out to me for some reason. I think she just looks amazing. Ivana, though, her hourglass shape, her tiny waist, she looks beautiful. Okay, now from behind, there are those delts I was talking about. And honestly, I think Ivana and Jessica stand out for the delts. A lot of beautiful detail coming through, a little bit of a bigger size, even compared to Jody, compared to Erin, even compared to Maria. There's a lot of size, great shape. And by having those delts a little bit bigger, it makes the hourglass and the tiny waist really, really pronounced. I think Ivana could have had a little bit less hair. I think Jessica really had the right cut here. She's not as triangular as I usually recommend. Like, I think Erin really nailed that triangular shape, but she's got enough of the thickness trimmed out on the sides that you get to see all of her delts. So she did it. She did a great job. I think everybody looks really incredible, but Ivana's glutes look super full, really round, and her glute hem tie-ins are showing really nicely. There's a softness, but they come down and they're still defined really well. So this is really beautiful. I think both Maria and Erin could have a little bit more definition in their glute ham tie-ins. Jody and Jessica, they look fantastic. Ivana also has really nice size in her glutes. So she's got, in her quads. I think she's got a really good balance. So my gosh, what a top 5. So in terms of Olympia, Ivana was already qualified. Jessica has 4. Jody has 30. Erin has 2. And Maria has 1. And now for over 40, our Bikini Masters, 3 competitors. First place, Angela. Second, Eng. And third, Lashonda. So Lashonda looks awesome. Great suit. I like the blue. Her hair looks beautiful with this really deep side part. Great earrings showing. She's got a really nice size in her shoulders. Great muscle up top. I think she's got good lats too. Nice small waist and beautiful round glute. She's got a little bit of definition coming through, outlining that quad. I think she looks really fantastic. I think she could twist her upper body a little bit more so that we see this shoulder a little bit more straight to the side. And it would allow us to see a bit more of her stomach, and, the obliques could really be twisting. Otherwise, I think she looks really fantastic. It was a great, not 5th place. This would be a 3rd place. All right, in second, Eng. Wow. So we just saw her at the Max Fit doing amazing, and here she is again. She looks awesome. Her delts look incredible. I love the size of the muscles in her arms. So she's really got some nice development here. Great lats, and what a small waist. So this is what I meant about having just a little bit more of the torso facing forward. So you really see that twisted oblique. It's a great shape. Beautiful leanness in her stomach. Nice glute, though I think she could have even more size, honestly. She could have a little bit more. Beautiful definition in the quad, and nice size too. I think she could go up a little bit more on the toe just to be a little less flat on her whole foot, and it would showcase even more of the quad of the back leg. But overall, she looks amazing. And now Angela in first place, nailing the posing. I love the way she poses. I think you see so much of her beautiful hourglass shape. Her lats are sticking out so far. Her waist looks so small. Her stomach is so smooth. The obliques are super defined. She's got the perfectly rounded glute, and she's got a little bit up on the toe to show off the quad of the back leg, while also showing just a little bit of that definition in this front leg. So she really knows what she's doing. Her posing is perfect. The suit looks lovely. The lipstick is the perfect color. I think she looks amazing. So everyone's side by side. Do you see how Angela's posing really showcases that hourglass shape? You notice the roundness in her glute. You notice how small her waist is, and you notice the lat. So she's really got that beautiful S curve. Everybody has some great shape. I think the glutes on all of these women are pretty sensational, but Angela, I think, is showing them off the best. And then from behind, some tiny waists on all of these women. LaShonda has some gorgeous definition coming through on her hamstring. Angela, I think, has a really nice balance between the size and fullness of her glutes and then the size in her legs. I think it looks really good. Eng, I'm loving the V in her hair, though I do think she could have a little bit less right here to show the delts a tiny bit more. Wow, what a fabulous showing. So I've got a few more recaps coming your way. Coming up this weekend, we've got the Arnold, super exciting. So make sure you subscribe. You don't want to miss those recaps. Give me a like if you like this video. Comment below with your thoughts on all of these amazing women and come find me. I'm at turquoisetoffee.wordpress.com and of course on Instagram at turquoisetoffee.